mahirap
what
na.
will make them better than the others? It should be the choice of the client.
Ang nangyayari tuloy, palakasan sa City Hall, di ba? Ganun nangyayari. Okay, enough of that. So, after you get your barangay clearance, you will proceed to the City Hall. And usually, you go to the BPLO. BPLO stands for Business Permit and Licensing Office. They will give you a form and a checklist, so it's easier now. And actually, they even post instructions, no? And so, after that, let me just give you the usual procedure. Iba-iba naman to sa LGUs eh. You will be asked to go to the engineering department. Kasi kailangan po meron kayong the place that you're occupying has a building permit and occupancy permit. No? So kasi before an occupancy permit is issued, may building permit. So kung may mga construction, so may occupancy permit. So be careful because I also had clients na they're renting a place na walang occupancy permit yung owner.
Wala pala.
So sila naiipit, 'di ba?
Yeah, because you need these things to get your permit, and then if they can't provide it to you, if your landlord can't provide it, then what will you do?
Mahirapan ka. Yung iba naglalagay na lang, 'di ba? Which is not really a good practice kasi the requirements are straightforward. Okay? So sa engineering, and then they'll assess you, and also for any violations or penalties kasi most the business permit is based on the gross income that you declare. Okay, so kailangan yun from the whole year, January to December. Kasi kung hindi, they will assess you for deficiency taxes, which I also find is unreasonable, Nicole. Kasi you apply on January, usually first week. So you can only produce financial statements from January to November.
Yeah,
kasi yung December
yet.
For filing yan, let's say, kung ba 25 pa yan, January 25. So, wala ka pang figures eh.
Yeah, you don't.
But then, they require you to do that. Kung hindi naman kompleto, hindi nagtally when you apply next year, it does not tally yung financial statements mo. They assess you deficiency taxes.
Okay,
diba?
that's stupid.
Ang
They have
hirap,
to change
no?
that. It was already built with a flaw.
Okay
So
lang sana if we can renew the permits on February.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
Kasi we have complied with the requirements. Anyway, enough with that also. Kasi time na eh.
Yeah.
So you have to get also a cedula. Then you go to the Treasury Department, they will assess you, no? And then you need to proceed to the Health and Sanitary Office. May Health and Sanitary permit din. In Pasig, they require drug test and x-ray for all the employees. Ang weird rin nun. I had to require my employees to go get x-ray and drug. But of course, it's helpful for me.
Yeah,
Pero,
it's helpful for you, but it should be like, do you have to police them to that level? What a hassle everyone you get. And that's at your expense. The x-ray and the blood test.
I have to pay for that.
Another way for them to make money.
Yes. And good thing naman, I have not encountered a problem may positive, may drug addict dyan. But it will be very awkward, no? If you discover, isang employee mo, drug addict. Diba? So, anyway. Then you go to the CENRO. That's the City Environment and Natural Resources Office, and to secure an environmental permit. Normally, requirement nandiyan an affidavit of undertaking, which they will supply. Then you also go to the Bureau of Fire Protection for the fire permit fee. Please note that all business establishments are required to have a fire extinguisher. Okay? And merong isang LGU, no, may dagdag na requirement yung emergency light. Meron ka. Napabili tuloy ulit ako kasi bigla na lang ni-require to.
Parang I have all these things at home,
Kompleto ka na. Pwede ka apply ng business permit. Okay?
Yeah.
So, remember, normally, they will conduct inspection on the premises. No? Masipag yung mga yan kasi maraming violations na nakikita.
And
kaya,
they can charge you for that. And you know what? It's also good actually for your own safety to get these things in order. And
after all these permits are secured, then the business license is issued. No? However, in some cities, to expedite, they, kumbaga, subject to submission na ng ibang requirements. Let's say, they issue the business permit subject to the issuance of the, let's say, fire certificate.
To follow, like that.
Yung mga fire certificate kasi may inspection pa talaga eh. Mismong bomberong pumupunta dyan sa opisina to check.
How long does it take them usually to schedule, Nick, in your experience? Like, do they, like, when they schedule a bombero to go and check out your place?
You know, the thing is, kasi I have good relationship with the City Hall. So, mabilis.
Okay.
I do not know with others, no? Pero
because
kung natatagalan.
awkward for them, they would want to expedite it because what if they schedule them in March pa?
Ay, hindi pwede.
They can't do that, right?
At saka, makulit sekretary ako follow up dun sa fire. Anyway, so, in renewal, this is the same process. Usual requirements are yung old mayor's permit mo, old fire certificate, but you undergo the same thing, no? And remember, again, not connected with business permit. This is with regard to the BIR. All businesses must renew the registration with the BIR before January 31. So, what you do is you use BIR form 0605 and you pay 500 renewal fee. Renewal of registration. So, wag po natin kakalimutan yun because sometimes we forget that. Yung sa BIR. Hindi lang po business permit. We also have to renew our registration with the BIR before the year of January.
BIR.
Pero buti nga 500 lang. hindi yung malaki yung
Yeah.
assessment. That's it. Oh
That's
my.
it. And then we'll just go
Oo.
through that list at the very beginning of the show next week, and before we go on to our topic for next
It's
Wednesday.
great to be back, Nicole, here,
It's
and
good
to
see
hear
you,
our
Nikki.
listeners.
Yes, it's good to
Really,
hear all of
and
them.
it motivates us to always be on our toes, stay positive in life. And anyway, we're always here every Wednesday from 11 o'clock to 12 noon. Ayan.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. So don't forget to tune in again next week. And you know that you can call up and leave us messages if you want throughout the week. Or, you can also text us at RJAM space. Type your message and send it to 2256 and say, this is for N and N.
Yes,
As
NNN.
Nati Perez said. Oh,
Okay.
triple N, including Nati. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Own Business. Any final words?
Wala naman. Happy New Year to everyone, and let us be more vigilant with our rights and be more hardworking in our business.
Happy New Year to everyone also, and what she said. Okay. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Own Business. Stay tuned for Jerry Cornejo and not necessarily the news.
You have been listening to Mind Your Own Business with Nicole Jacinto